So we, the younger generation, we are open to having more conversations about the negative effects of physical and verbal abuse, sexual abuse, and things of that nature, but I like to call those like major things, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things that we may overlook as well as go through those major things, and those things become like multipliers, We're going through A, B, and C along with this, and the repetition of those things after a while make you subconsciously have a conversation on the inside that you don't even realize, where you start saying like, well, damn, maybe I'm not worthy, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not this, maybe I'm not that, maybe I don't deserve this. And that's why later in life you don't have, your value is so low. So it's like, that's why you might always be stuck in certain relationships. That's why you don't even want or try to get a certain type of job, or even try to do certain things for yourself. Opportunity will be knocking at the door, and you'll be telling it to go away because you don't want good things, and you don't even realize how you push them away because you don't feel value of it. You don't feel worthy of it. In your mind, you're like, I'm a bum. So if you come to me with $1 million, I don't want that shit. I want to be a fucking bum, because that's what I feel like. Because of your experiences and the repetition of having them, or those things trained you to devalue yourself little by little. And it's a lot of things that you may even overlook. It could be as simple as your parents working overtime. You know what I'm saying? As a lot of kids misbehave because they want attention from their parents, and the only way that they can get it is by way of being disciplined. And when parents are doing things like working overtime and doing stuff like that, you don't realize it, but in your mind as a kid, you like, damn, because you have no understanding of how the bills get paid. You're just saying, damn, like, I want to see my mom, and my mom is always at work. I want to see my dad, and my dad is always at work. They're choosing work over me. I must not be that great, because every time I want to see them, they're going somewhere else. And it starts right there. And then there's many other ways. It could be the scenario of the parent always at work. And now let's say when they're at work, you're at your grandma's house, and you're with your cousins, and your grandma is showing favoritism to a certain cousin for some reason. Now you could be devaluing yourself again, because it's like, damn, I want to see my mom, but she's choosing the job over me. That's one thing. Then it's like, two, I'm at my grandma's house, and it's like all the other cousins are the favorites, and then it's like I'm the oddball out. And it's just really these minor things, you know what I'm saying, that begin to teach you to devalue yourself. You topple that with being verbally abused repeatedly. It could be an everyday thing. Being sexually abused repeatedly. Nobody helping you out. People being aware of these things happening and nobody putting a stop to it. That'll make you really devalue yourself, because it'll be like, damn, well, I might not be worth nothing if nobody ever, decided to ever want to help me out. If nobody ever wanted to put a stop to this. We be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 generations in of like the same repeated negative behavior, and nobody's not doing nothing about it. And it's just like, like a broken record almost. And these things make you have this unknown internal conversation that now makes your muscle memory, your autopilot operate from a lower level, so you don't want to do certain things, or you don't think certain things is for you, or you don't put that value on yourself, or you don't see certain things for yourself because nobody might have ever put that value on you, you know what I'm saying? Or you might have been neglected in certain ways, because a lot of this stuff starts in the house, and then in like school and different things in childhood and experiences. And this is where we pick up most of these negative behaviors that plague us now as an adult, you know what I'm saying? And use some more mundane examples without being too triggering. Your parents might have always like bought you the cheapest stuff. You might have wanted an iPod and you just got the regular MP3 player. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you really don't understand the way that finances and stuff work, So always getting the cheapest stuff, always getting the worst stuff, and having the desire for more, and maybe not having access to it, maybe not no one buying it for you, or maybe, your parent just neglected you or something, or, you feeling neglected, even when you're not, that is like the laying of the egg that eventually hatches when you get older and the hatching is now the problem that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You know, using myself as an example. When I used to live with my dad would always be going out and having a great time, you know, but he would never bring me with him. You know, so I started to realize that my actions were saying like, damn, I must not be worthy of a good time. Because it's like, then why wouldn't you bring me? Why are you always having a good time with these other people? But it's like, you know, we never having a good time together. You know, a lot of people go through things like that. You know, we have this thing because we see it on TV a lot that everybody struggles because everyone's coming from a single parent home, or you know, everyone's a crack baby or some crazy stuff. But no, a lot of times the parents are there, or the parents are active, and even when they're not necessarily physically or verbally abusive, it's the little things that they might do. You know, they might be using their free time to go get their own rest and relaxation, or go on their own vacation, and they may not bring you. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the reason why you start to devalue yourself. You might be like, damn, why I'm not good enough to go on vacation? You know, why I'm not good enough to get this? You know what I'm saying? Why you always having fun with these people, but we don't be having no fun? You start asking yourself these questions, and then you, without realizing, you start saying shit like, damn, I must not be good enough. I must not be fun. There must be something wrong with me. And then you topple that in with the verbal and physical abuse that you're getting. And then it's like, damn, it's like you just get jumped constantly. You know what I'm saying? And these thoughts are going in your mind, and you don't really know how to process them because you're so young. And what ends up happening as you get older is they just result in so many negative behaviors. And we don't know why we're doing this. We don't know why we don't want to have fun. We don't know why we don't want to go places or don't want to do certain things, because we may not think it's for us because no one ever showed us, you know. So it's just something to think about, the ways and the things that may have happened to you, or that you may have experienced or may have dealt with. And I'm probably do like a part 2 to this video that'll make you start to devalue yourself. You know what I'm saying? And and this is all a part of the shadow work. These are the things that are hidden. You know, these are the things that we overlook. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it could have been your parent not coming to your game. It could have been, you know, it could be so many different things that you are overlooking that has taught you to devalue yourself. And that's what has you stuck in a certain position in life that you feel like you can't escape from. Because the reason why you feel like you feel that way is because internally you don't have enough worth to try to reach out and go higher. You know what I'm saying? And you have to put that value back on yourself, especially if no one's ever done it. You know, you just gonna have to go out and do it for yourself. You know, be that person. You know, have that courage to be like, you know, F it. I don't need anybody to tell me how valuable I am or make me feel special. I know that I'm special. You know, that's a part of feeling secure on the inside, and it's gonna help you with not needing no type of external validation. You know, so it's something to think about, something to get the brain going. You know, help you maybe uncover something that was being overlooked, because, you know, certain things we bury because of how painful it is, and certain things we don't bury, but we overlook it because we don't think it's a big deal. You know, you really may not consider how, you know, going to school all day and then coming home with like your parents working overtime had a negative effect in some of your decision making now. Because you may have, like, you growing up just looking at it like that's normal, but it's not normal, you know. So just something to think about. You know, apply this. I'm trying to use these basic examples so I don't, you know, say anything that might trigger somebody, but just apply this thinking to whatever might have happened in your life. You know, this is where you have to do that analysis and that self-interview. Like, where does this behavior come from? You know what I'm saying? And when you start questioning yourself, then you're going to eventually, you might get back to your grandma's house. You might get back to your parents' house. You might get back to 3rd grade. You might get back to high school, you know. But it's all about you being open for the answer and being, you know, willing to ask those questions, you know. And the benefit is, even if it's pain that's involved, because it's something that you may not want to deal with, or you know, go at your own pace and do it when you're ready. But the benefit is it'll no longer be a thorn in your side. And that's what the ultimate goal is, to get rid of that splinter so that you can, be living a happy, prosperous, fulfilled life, and believing in yourself and doing whatever you want to do and doing what you're here to do, finding your purpose, etc. So, hope this video helps. Hope it sparks the brain. Hope it gets you thinking. Like, comment, subscribe.